I'm Reece at your leisure on the Jordan River Parkway, which is basically a linear trail along the Jordan River all the way from Lehi to North Salt Lake. But here in this one very special area, it really opens up.
Well, I think that the favorite thing and most important thing is that this is probably one of the biggest pieces of open space along the Jordan River that's actually in an urban area.
Yeah.
And that's something we just don't have a lot of, so it's pretty exciting.
Lynn Larson is the county landscaper who helped design and build the 60-acre redwood nature area along the Jordan River Parkway.
We've just always had this vision that we needed to have open space and particularly wildlife habitat along the Jordan River.
And the wildlife, especially birds, love the place. And in the coming weeks, this area will undergo a population explosion as geese and ducks raise their families in this vast wild nursery right in the heart of the city. We took these pictures last year beginning April 30th. Large families of baby ducks cruise the canal that feeds the wetlands on the west, and tons of baby geese are everywhere, grazing into the new spring sprouts right along the trail. We're hoping for a repeat this spring.
Sunrise, sunset, those times of day are just great.
It's perfect down here.
Yeah, the wildlife is pretty active.
Yeah.
I did see a 4-point buck down here a couple of years ago.
Wow.
For an urban area, it's pretty impressive. I mean, you get down here and you don't realize that you're right in the middle of the city.
8 years ago, this was a flat wasteland of mostly invasive weeds. The county received $1 million from UTA, mitigation money for land it took for Front Runner, to develop ponds and water channels. Tree Utah scouts and volunteer groups have planted dozens of native trees. Today, the area is lush and full of all kinds of shorebirds and wading birds, including glossy ibis, American avocets, common terns and black-necked stilts, and killdeer foraging for insects in the shallow waters. In the marsh, a noisy red-winged blackbird calls for a mate, while a yellow-breasted blackbird shows off its magnificent plumage.
Trying to just develop the area so that we can draw more wildlife.
That development includes nesting boxes, bat houses, and roosting towers, which on this day have drawn a pair of red-tailed hawks. Eagles, deer, and fox have been seen in the wetlands, along with this slow mover. People have been coming here at least since the early days of settlement. A sign on a bird-spattered length of rail notes the crossing of the Donna Reed Party in 1846. The paved trail runs along both sides of the Jordan River, loops around the 60-acre wetland, and connects with the Redwood Recreation Center to the west. A year-old swinging bridge commemorates the first pioneers to cross the frozen Jordan in 1848 to settle the west side of the valley. Today, the trail is filled with families out for a stroll. Scott Ruster with Abby Twerp and Skinny and Lynn Moyle with her young lab Cassidy say it's a perfect place to walk the pooch.
It's a beautiful place and it's not used very much, and I love to be out here with the birds and see the wildlife, the eagles and deer, and that's why I'm out here walking the dogs.
It's a nice trail because, well, I live in Magna, and so when we walk her, it's just, through the neighborhood on the street. So this is nice. There's no cars, or it's a good place for them to just be safe and explore a little bit.
Bikers take advantage of the mostly flat terrain to get in some scenic miles or to even commute to downtown Salt Lake. Cyclists can race the trax trains that run parallel to the trail on the north side.
It's only about a mile from my house.
So it's really easy to get to, and it's pretty safe too. You're not going to get run over down here, except by another bike.
All manner of wheeled vehicles, as long as they're muscle-powered. Motorized travel not allowed on the JRP. And talk about muscles, these big guys have plenty of room to roam in the Redwood wetlands. You can access the wetlands at several trailheads on both sides of the Jordan River, from 2400 South to 33rd South, and at the Redwood Community Center at 31st South.
We've got little bits of open space here and there, and natural open space, and that's all good. But if we can have some of these larger pieces like this, it just makes it even better.
Reece at your leisure in the Redwood Nature Area.
Hey guys, if you liked that video, you're gonna wanna watch all of our other AYL videos. You're gonna wanna like it, you're gonna wanna share it, and you're gonna wanna subscribe, right? See all the buttons right here? This is what you're gonna wanna do, right? Click on them, because we have some really cool videos, all kinds of behind the scenes stuff, bloopers of Alicia crashing and stuff.
Why are you gonna sell me out like that, Steven?
So you wanna click all of these things and subscribe to our channel, because At Your Leisure is awesome, and we'll see you here for more videos.